Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the dude manning the counter, Duncan, and today we're going to talk about a 90s action classic that takes place, the climactic part takes place in October and around Halloween. The movie I'm talking about is Double Team, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dennis Rodman, and Mickey Rourke. And it's directed by Choi Hark. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. Hope I am. Anyway, this movie has a Hong Kong feel to it. You know, that kinetic energy, quick cuts, some crazy martial arts sequences, and you had two athletic leads, so it really worked. Now, the movie, Van Damme plays a guy named Jack Quinn, a counterterrorism expert who's getting out of the game. And his rival was a guy named Stavros, played by Mickey Rourke. And Mickey Rourke's character, Stavros, he kind of respected Quinn in a way, because that was a guy that was only real threat to him, so they were kind of opponents. And so, but when Quinn retires, he has a wife and a kid on the way, and his wife's played by Natasha Lidinger, very beautiful actress. And anyway, he goes to the south of France in this nice house and pool and just wants to retire, but his old boss, sneaks in and tries to recruit him. He's like, look, you're the only one that can take Stavros down. Let's try to do this again. So he talks him into it, and they have a chance at Stavros, and it goes terribly wrong. The operation goes really wrong. Now, Quinn gets hurt in this whole confrontation, and the world believes he's dead, and he ends up in this island called the Colony. And there's other spies and different witnesses or whatever. They're putting this place in the Colony, and it's for people that are too valuable to kill, but too dangerous to just let out into the world. So it's kind of this giant think tank. And so in this think tank, they look at different world events, and they can analyze it. They really don't know who's running it, and it's inescapable. Like a plane comes in, drops in the supplies, and there's these lasers in the water around it, and they're cut off for a quick second to get the food in. So that's covered there. But Quinn wants to escape, obviously, and get back to the wife that he loves. So he has to figure a way out. And this is a cool sequence. He learns a little bit more about the colony, but he wants to escape. And he eventually does in a really cool sequence. And then he goes to an arms dealer he knows named Yaz, played by Dennis Rodman. And he sells James Bond type gadgets, all kinds of stuff. And so he agrees to help Quinn because he finds out what Quinn's really trying to do. And so, he wants to make money, but he also sees why Quinn is doing this, so he wants to help him. And there's lots of different crazy action sequences. This movie is ludicrous in a lot of ways, and I mean that in the best way possible. And Dennis Rodman, has all the different colorful outfits and hair colors and, all the different stuff that he was known for in the late 90s when he was with the Bulls. And with Van Damme, it was one of those unlikely pairings that doesn't work as well as Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, but it's one of those odd pairings that somehow works. I think it works. A lot of people didn't think it did, but I do. And, there's just crazy stuff. And Mickey Rourke, this was kind of a comeback role for him because he became a boxer for a while. So, he did this. So there's just a lot of cool different sequences and beautiful settings and that Hong Kong style. The Matrix really brought it to the forefront, but this movie touched on it some, and people got to see it. And this came out in '97, and it was kind of hated at first, but people kind of appreciate it now in retrospect because of how crazy it is and just over the top. And this is a release I got a couple of years ago from Mill Creek Entertainment, and they do this throwback Blu-ray, but with VHS slipcover packaging, which is really, really cool. And here's the inside, and the Blu-ray itself. But this is one of those movies that is crazy in a good way, and it's gotten a little bit more appreciation over the years. And I watch it around this time of year because it's just really cool and one of my more favorite when I'm in the mood for something over the top and ludicrous. I like this movie. So let me know in the comments what you think of it. Any other 90s action movies that are kind of crazy that you think are great. And also, if you like older martial arts movies and action movies, like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Now this month, I'm going to cover, my next video will be another Jean-Claude Van Damme classic. And I'll give you a hint what it is. It's his most financially successful movie, so sleep on that. And also talk about another kind of trippy thriller that takes place on my actual birthday, which is in October. So I'll talk about that. And then it's going to be horror pretty much from then on for the rest of the month. I got a lot of stuff to cover there. So a lot of content coming your way, a lot of exciting stuff. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you next time.